Hi everyone! Happy Sunday and happy book club day. This will actually be our first book club, which is on YouTube. So, hi YouTube. Hi Camel, hi Brooke, hi Hobbit, hi Kirst, hi Adele, hi Celia, hi Leah. Welcome in. How we doing? Hi Loie. And happy wheel spin day too. We have the wheel right here. First of all, who read the book? Who read Handmaid's Tale? Because I have just finished it, and it was actually a reread for me because I read it about 10 years ago. And I really enjoyed my reread. I think as a dystopian book, it's one of my favorite dystopians ever. So the whole premise of the novel is that they kill the government, and there is a crisis in reproduction, and reproduction rates are really low. So they create this role in society for women called the handmaids, and they are essentially responsible for being vessels to create children for men. And it is just, the whole concept of it is so chilling. I've always put off reading because it causes something IRL happens, it makes it seem too real, and I get frightened of DNF. This is the thing. The things that happen in this book aren't that far-fetched. Bear in mind, this book is old. This book is decades old. And yeah, you basically follow a handmaid called Off. She's Off Glen, right? No, what is her name? I've got confused because of all of the Off Red, and then her partner is Off Glen. So all of the handmaids are called Of, and then the name of their, the man that they're serving. So Of Fred is Fred's handmaid, and Off Warren is Warren's handmaid, and it's horrible. The events of this book are horrible. But the people that have read it, how did you like it? Like it's maybe a crazy word considering the context of the book. But also, how did you find the ending specifically? I really enjoyed it, even though it made me want to die. I think with the topics, because it's not that far-fetched, realistically. It's all about censorship, women not having control of their own bodies, women becoming objects and can be owned by men. I think it's definitely something that is really, it hits home, right? I fear I wasn't in the mood for it and rushed reading it in time, so I didn't love it as much as I would have if I was heavily in the right headspace, but loved the themes. Yeah, completely fair. So I also read this in the middle of Throne of Glass. I had just finished Heir of Fire when I picked it up, and so I did find the pacing a little bit difficult to get used to, because obviously I'm in a really intense fantasy world. Yeah, it gets more and more real as time goes on. Which, when was this published? This was published in 1985. Literally 40 years ago, and it's still just as scarily a possibility now as it was 40 years ago. I think that's why this really does feel like a classic to me. I was about to say 30 years ago. Okay, maths. How did you guys find the ending? Were you slightly frustrated by the ending? Because I was. I like that it kind of leaves it open to interpretation. But I have so many questions that I want answered. What happened to her daughter? What happened to her husband? I know that's not the point, but you obviously read all of this stuff through the book about them, and then they're just never mentioned again. I think in this instance it works because it gets you thinking. But I do just want to know. Obviously, we know her daughter is alive. We don't know if her husband was alive. The only other thing that I would have liked explained a bit more is how do people become the specific roles? Like for the women specifically. Because I assume the men become the commanders if they're in like a position of power. And then you become like Nick if you're not in a position of power. But like how, and the wives I assume are legitimate wives of the commanders. But how do they decide who becomes like a handmaid, a guardian? What's like the people who teach the handmaids? How did they decide the role distribution? That's what I want to know. And obviously, anyone who isn't eligible to be a handmaid gets sent to the colonies, but why can they not be the teachers? Maybe I missed something in the book, but that confused me a little bit. Also, do we think the colonies actually was just a place that was outside of the, like, is it totalitarian state? Is that the right word? But was it actually just a safe haven, and it was demonized and made out to be the worst thing in the world because it wasn't within the state? For adult dystopians, I like open endings because I find them more realistic than the kind of happy endings, government overthrown endings you get in YA. True, actually. So there was like a part at the end of the book that I didn't get a chance to read, but it was basically like the historical context, and it basically was like that this works got found by a historian and was being taught in like colleges and stuff after the state had been like, the Gilead state had been overthrown. And it's basically suggested that Nick arranged for Offred to get out of the state, but it's unclear whether she was recaptured, whether she was killed, whether she survived. Like, there's no clear-cut explanation as to what happened to her. I think it was really good, and I do think, as far as dystopians go, it was one of my favourites that I've read. Because it felt so realistic. Like, there were so many themes within the book that genuinely terrified me, because I was like, this could happen, low-key. And I feel like with dystopians in general, normally they feel quite separated from the world. Like Divergent, for example. You know, living in factions and stuff doesn't feel as like realistic as something that could actually happen. Whereas the the use of women as like tools basically just to give birth feels like a possibility. I really enjoyed how it felt like you couldn't trust people around her. Oh my God, yeah, it was in that like second to last chapter where she's walking with Offglen, and the old Offglen has been like removed. We find out later that she committed suicide because she'd been caught. But when she's with the new handmaid and she goes, I am Offglen. And obviously she's not, she's just the replacement one. And she's like trying to suss out if she can trust her, and she's like slipping in the Mayday like comment to her, and she basically just warns her to never say that again. And I was like, oh, she's been caught. And I think that was the best part of the book for me, because I was like, oh my God, this is how like they would never know how to trust people. So you just have to take a leap of faith and potentially get killed. That had me on the edge of my seat reading. It felt oppressive to read and see her edging closer to saying or doing things that could get her killed. Yeah. It's like that tragic story of a woman who passed away and her body was used as a vessel to continue carrying the baby she was pregnant with. Like they kept her on machines to continue the pregnancy to term. Which, yeah, things like that is quite similar to what goes on in The Handmaid's Tale. Because essentially in The Handmaid's Tale, the most important thing is giving birth to a child and like continuing to reproduce. So to an extent, society already does things like that. It is scary. It's scary to think about. I also love it, included her husband being like, oh, it's just a job. It's just a bank account. I'll take care of us. Oh my God, yeah. I hated her husband from the second he said that. Loki didn't want him to come back. Because, yeah, it was interesting how easily her husband, who was like a nice guy, immediately lent into that power and dominance over women and tried to reason why it was okay that his wife had literally had her rights taken away. Yeah. It's almost like when they get a little bit of power, they get a little bit crazy. I mean, we can only assume as well that her daughter is essentially being raised to later become a housemaid. So by her husband just like accepting what has happened, he's also like accepted that his daughter is just going to become a vessel for another man to have a baby. And he has a daughter, like it should have been alarming him more that she wouldn't have rights growing up, but he's just like, I'm a man, I have a bank account, yeah. Can you imagine how scary that would be though? So for anyone who didn't read the book, basically when all of this started, like the state started, they killed the government and they started censoring women. So they took away access to women's bank accounts. So when women would go to pay for things, they just couldn't pay. It said their account had been like closed down. All of their savings were transferred to either their husband or their male next of kin. And they were all fired from their jobs. So in the space of a day, women lost all rights to live, to work, to spend money on their own, to basically exist out of the realm of a man. And that scared me. That was a horror. We're doing a horror next month, but low-key, that was the horror. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm giving it a 5 stars. I think as far as dystopians go, it was very realistic. I felt very scared by the possibility of anything like that happening. And I just think it's really well written. I do sometimes struggle with like older books. But I thought this was really well written and I really enjoyed it. We are going to spin for Horror Book Club. I have the suggestions here. Hobbit, did you have any that you wanted to put in before we spin? Oh, hi, Druja. Welcome in. Because if not, I have the little wheel. I tabbed anytime it had dissociative language, and it was interesting how it got less the more the book went on. Like June was becoming more herself again. Yeah, and I think also, I wonder how much June went along with initially, purely on the basis that she didn't want her child to get hurt. Because I think there's definitely elements of that throughout the book. Would she have been more like Moira if she didn't have a child and wasn't worried about what the repercussions were for her child? Because Moira, if she was caught and she was like persecuted, she, as far as we're led to believe, didn't have anyone kind of relying on her. Whereas she had a daughter that she was actively concerned about through the whole of the book. I haven't actually watched the TV show. Has anyone who read it, did you watch the TV show, or have you watched the TV show? If so, how comparative is it? Oh, damn it, you haven't watched either. I think that's why her daughter never coming back to her is so impactful. Yeah. Because she knows that her daughter is going to become a handmaid. Just dropping by to let you know that I have a quesadilla and you do not. Okay. Enjoy your quesadilla. Okay. So this month we're doing horror because it's spooky month. It's October. I'm nervous. Because I don't know, I haven't looked properly at what any of these are. We are going to be reading The Hollows by Mark Edwards. Oh, wait, was the other one your book choice, Camille? Wait, whose was this one? The Hollows by Mark Edwards. Wait, was this mine? It was mine, chat. From best-selling author of The House Guest comes a chilling story set deep in the woods. With his marriage over and his career in freefall, journalist Tom decides to reconnect with his 14-year-old daughter, Frankie. Desperate to sound precious, desperate to spend... Blah, 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 blah. Desperate to spread... Blah, 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 blah. It's not rigged, I used a wheel. I can't speak. Desperate to spend precious time together now that they live an ocean apart, he brings her to Hollow Falls, a cabin resort deep in the woods of Maine. Guys, I think I chose this purely because I said I wanted to go to Maine the other day. From the outset, there's something a little eerie about this place. Strange whispers in the trees, wind chimes echoing through the forest. But when Tom meets true crime podcasters David and Connie, he receives a chilling warning. Hollow Falls has a gruesome history. 20 years ago this week, a double slaying shut down the resort. The crime was never solved, and now the woods are overrun with murder-obsessed tourists looking to mark the grim anniversary. It's clear that there's something deeply disturbing going on at Hollow Falls, and as Tom's dream trip turns into a nightmare, he and Frankie are faced with a choice: uncover the truth or get out while they still can. Do you know most Stephen King is set in Maine? Wait, really? I did put Stephen King as my other option. I put in Carrie. Because I've seen the film Carrie. But I didn't want to put in two Stephen Kings, so I put in this. But yeah, The Hollows by Mark Edwards is our book club for this month. Let me put it in the Discord. And let's figure out date, actually. How long was this? Three, 5 pages. Should we do... Wait, it's on Kindle Unlimited? Slay. Should we do 16th of November? That's 4 weeks. Sunday 16th? Okay, slay. Discussion on 16th of November. There we go. Well, yeah, probably what we'll do is, because we've got 16th of November, we'll probably do a spinny book in a spinny category in November, and then in December we'll do a Christmas one. I'm so pissed that Kindle Unlimited isn't working in Finland. I still get ads on my Kindle for that. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, Kindle Unlimited is really good as well. Okay, Spirit City, let's get reading. Oh! Novellas for November. Wait, I kind of like it. Yeah, because then we could do a couple of weeks and then do December as the full, like, Christmas one in December. Camel, you've really cooked there. Because novellas are usually like 200 pages or less. So we could do like, we could still do like first week of December. So that it's like 3 weeks for you guys to read it. No, it's smart. I think we do novella for November and then December, Christmas. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Well, Teresa, why don't you just suggest a smutty novella? Who's to say there isn't smutty novellas? Or a smutty Christmas book? There is smutty novellas. There definitely are smutty novellas. Literally Hobbit. Ali Hazelwood has a few novellas, all smutty. There you go. Get researching, Teresa. You've got 4 weeks to find a smutty one. There's also definitely smutty Christmas, yeah. Sentient object romances only. I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not. Okay. November novella, Christmas, December, and then January we're back to category spins. Hobbit, don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. Hi Kim, welcome in. I literally looked up smutty novella and there are definitely results there. There you go. There you go, Teresa. Okay, guys. It's time. It's time for Queen of Shadows. I've only got 4 books left in the whole series. I'm halfway through the series. That's what we're starting today. This was your last Throne of Glass book. Did you never do the tandem? You've flown through these books. Adele, they're so good. Simply so good. Okay, we finished Handmaid's Tale. So we're gonna finish Queen of Shadows as our long goal. Read 25 mins. Read 25 pages. Read 25 mins. Read 25 pages. We did do all of our kitchen ones. Maybe let's go here today. Guys, my little autumn setup looks so cute. The way I'm reading on Palestine in the first sprint, finishing it, then going into the X-Hex. That is range. Asta just cancelled my delivery that's 2 hours late, so I have no food. Wait, Hobbit, do you have like Deliveroo or Uber Eats or something? Because you can get grocery deliveries on them and they usually come within the hour. That's what I do if I am ever in a pinch for groceries. It was on Just Eat. That's so annoying. Oh, I'm sorry, Queen. Treat yourself to a little takeaway, I think. I think you deserve it. A little pizza or a little Mackey's. Okay, I'm gonna run an ad before we start stint so you guys don't get disrupted. And Jessica, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm reading a Shatter Me book series, a Harry Potter book, and a romance one. How do you have the time to read 3? How long is Shatter Me? Is it a trilogy? I want to say. Thank you for updating the command, because I would have completely forgot about that. Don't tell Teresa that. I'm not going to say that because YouTube will flag my video. Oh, 6 books, 5 novellas. I thought it was a trilogy. I don't know why. Pesto, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Oh, I don't have time for that, guys. I'm reading an 8-book series now. I can't do another one. Although I do want to read Zodiac Academy. And I also want to read Boys of Tommen, so... I don't have time to read all these series, guys. I need to get a grip. I want to start my 10-book series soon, but I can't get my brain into it. What series are you reading? There's 10 books. Veronica Speedwell. I don't think I've heard of these. Right, so... Nice. A Victorian mystery series. Fun. Oh, they're not too long though. 368 pages. 338. That's not too bad. Okay, guys. It's time. Can't believe your big girl job is getting in the way of her reading. Do you know what I mean? Guys, I need to become a book talker just so I can sit and read. I need to be paid to read books. How do I get to that? How do I achieve that one? Because I've got shit to read. Look at this. Look at the size of her. Okay. I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. finished my chapter with a minute to go, so I went to put the kettle on for a tea. I can't shut my balcony door. Hi Claudia, welcome in. How are we doing? I got to chapter 5. 28 pages. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I can't get into my book. No, what are you reading? Read a bit and had some dinner. Slay. What is everyone reading now? Just finished my book. Let's go. What's your next read? I have such a massive headache. I haven't been able to start my book. Chloe, why don't you go have a little lay down, a little nap? I'm reading Sinners Condemned. Slay. Bah! Did I scare you, Aline? YouTube, Aline has the hiccups. I've not just lost my mind. The X-Hex. Oh yeah, you did say that. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Slay. Need to find a new book too. It's horror month. People watching, but I think I'm going into a slump after finishing Kingdom of Ash. No, because that's my biggest fear with reading Throne of Glass, is that I'm going to go into a reading slump. Halfway through Taurus season. Slay. Reading King of Wrath. Huge. I don't know what I want to read after Throne of Glass. I know I've still got 4 books left. But I need to start planning. I'm just gonna get a tea. Hi, Kate. I sadly can't nap and it's entirely my fault. I have a headache. Oh. I'm going to try and read one chapter though. Can't do the audiobook. You got this, Loie. I believe. I believe in you. I think my big ass tea is gonna get me through. I'm like really like yawny today. Should we change up the activity as well? I want to use all my different places. Whisking, chopping. Chopping's cute because then he's doing the little... Thankfully, I don't have to make dinner tonight. So that's one thing off my to-do list. Because I made like a big thing of sausage pasta yesterday. And I made enough so that we have it for dinner tonight as well. Which is slay, because I don't want to cook today. I'm on team Loie needs to rest. Me too. Was up at 6:45 finishing my book. You're so determined and I love it. Also, what is your... Oh, Pokemon Legends. I was like, what is your badge? I thought it was a little bumblebee. Oh, I forgot. Because I've obviously read The Handmaid's Tale since I read to the end of Heir of Fire. I'd forgotten something that had happened. And then I was reading it in chapter 1 of Queen of Shadows. And I was like... So, yeah. I'm enjoying, safe to say. Oh, this series is just so good. Man, I miss Throne of Glass. I might reread. Do it. Catch up with me, Kirst. I'm on book 5. I'm reading Queen of Shadows. I see you guys in 25. I'm on a really long chapter, so I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it in this stint. I think we'll do one more 20 minutes after. I've had to drop my book to make food. No. I'm still reading Picture of Dorian Gray, which I'm loving. I've been taking my sweet ass time. I have the first edition paperbacks this series. Slay! I think someone I know does as well, because she's been reading them since they've been released. Like, she's read all of them on release, which is insane, because that's like... When did the first one get published? Throne of Glass. Publishing dates. Throne of Glass was released in 2012. 13 years ago. Series was completed in 2018. Crazy. But yeah, really enjoying so far. Also, Isabella, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah. No, they're old. Because Throne of Glass was written first, and then Akatashi started releasing, like, halfway through Throne of Glass. So ACOTAR was between 2015 and 2021. So she released the first book of ACOTAR 5 books into Throne of Glass. And then she'd done 4 of ACOTAR books by the time she finished Throne of Glass. Actually insane. Kind of crazy that Silver Flames took 3 years. So she released a book every year. And then Silver Flames was 3 years after. Actually, maybe Crescent City came out. Yeah, okay, so she... Oh god, this is lore. So she finished Throne of Glass in 2018. She'd written 4 books of ACOTAR. Then she wrote 2 books of... No, she wrote 1 book of Crescent City, then wrote Silver Flames, then wrote 2 more books of Crescent City. And then there's an ACOTAR 6 that's going to come out at some point. Late 2025, early 2026. I think it's 2026, right? Well, Camel. So Throne of Glass is its own entity. But it mainly focuses on like assassins and like political dramas. But there's also Fae. ACOTAR is Fae, and then ACOTAR and Crescent City are linked. So they're not the same characters, but there's like references between them apparently. So they're like not completely separate works, other than Throne of Glass, I believe. I don't think Throne of Glass relates to anything else. People go crazy for the original covers. They're like gold dust, I can imagine. Hi, Cal. Cal, where are you up to on Throne of Glass? They're all the same universe, yeah, but Throne of Glass exists separately to the other two, is what I understand of it. But yeah, I'm just started Queen of Shadows. I liked Pumpkin Spice Cafe. It does kind of link to. Less so than Akhtar and Crescent City though, right? I don't know how they link, so no spoilies, but from the way I understand it, Throne of Glass is more standalone than Akhtar and Crescent City are. Halfway through Throne of Glass, slay. Get catching up, we have discussions to do. Although, I have a theory, and I can't talk about it because it's major spoilies. But something to do with the Weaver from Akhtar is playing on my mind a little bit. And I will say no more. But I've noticed some things. I'm putting it in book discussions. Cal, don't you dare read it because you don't know about this yet. There are theories regarding the Surreal. I fucking love the Surreal. The Surreal is my favourite book character. But Kim, I need to know about the no, actually, I don't want to know. I don't want to know any theories because I'll go looking them up and I'll end up reading spoilers on TikTok by accident. I need to do research after I finished the universe. I need to go on like a deep dive. I'm going to do one more 20 minutes, Loey. But Leah, are you picking up what I'm putting down? Wait, no, Camel, don't say that because I have to read that one next. I have to read because basically I read the first two books and then they released the Christmas one and I didn't read it last Christmas. So now I'm stuck on that series because I didn't want to read a Christmas book halfway through the year. And I've got... I can't read it from here. But I've got two more. Wait, maybe three more. Hang on. Can I reach? Christmas Tree Farm. Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. And Strawberry Patch Pancake House. Wait, no, I've read Cinnamon Bun. Hang on, guys, there's books on there that's not... There's books on there that I've read. Wait, so I've got the Pancake House. Wait, so guys, what is the order? What is the order of these books? Pancake is 4. Okay, I've got Pancake. I've got Christmas Tree and Pancake. So I just need 5, which 5 is Strawberry Patch. I need to get this up, guys, because I'm confused. Pumpkin cinnamon Christmas pancake gingerbread. Okay, so I've got pancake. Wait, I've already forgotten which ones I've got. I've got pancake. I've got Christmas tree and pancake. Brother, I need to... What do you mean there's an ice cream one? Cinnamon... Wait, Laurie Gilmore books, easier. Okay. Pumpkin Spice Cafe, Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, I've read. Christmas Tree Farm, I own. Pancake... Strawberry Patch Pancake House, I own. Gingerbread Bakery, I don't own. Then there's Apple Pie Ice Cream Parlor is 5.5. So I need to buy Gingerbread Bakery and Apple Pie Ice Cream Parlor. You can't find it anywhere. Apple Pie Ice Cream Parlor. You can get it... No, you can't get it on Amazon. What the fuck? Is it released? October 2025. Says it's mostly in European countries, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. Where to buy? Well, it can't be bought on Amazon UK because it says currently unavailable. It's only available in the Netherlands and Belgium. Okay, says, sorry everyone else, you'll have to wait. So it is coming out, but it's not coming out anytime soon. Oh, Anna's just come from Belgium. I could have got her to buy it. It's out in the UK on the 5th of May, 2026. Okay, I mean, to be fair, by the time I've actually caught up on the series, it's probably going to be May anyway. When is Flower Shop released? May 5th. Wait, so is the ice cream one out on the same day as the flower shop? Cal, I quite like it. I mean, I did get catfished into reading the first one because I thought it was like a cute, cozy Gilmore Girls romance. And then I got hit with smut. Basically, I like romance books if they've got smut in them. It's just when it's like, and then they went to the bedroom. And then the next day, and they just skip over the smut. But I thought it was cutesy. Anyway, we're going to do one more 20 minutes. Because then my laundry's just finished and I need to get it all out and done. But yeah, I'm going to carry on with Queen of Shadows. Oh, I haven't done an ad. Shit. I need to run an ad. And I need to do my goals. Read 20 minutes. Read. I can probably do 25 pages because I'm already on 56. So I'm already 6 into the 25. So I need to read 19 more. But yeah, I quite liked Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I mean, if you're a romance reader, I can see why it's probably not that good. But I'm not a romance reader. You guys have sold it to me. Leah, I think I'm cooking with my theory. I think I'm cooking. I think I've seen this film before. Is ACOTAR 6 going to be the complete completion of her universe? Hi, Rajan. Okay, ad finished, guys. See you in 20 minutes. I just finished my page. I'm up to page 78. We've made a good little dent. This one's definitely longer. 645. So she's gonna take me a little bit more time, I think. 30 pages into Akatar. How are you finding it, Rajan? Wait, what is Bongo Cat? But yeah, I'm really enjoying Queen of Shadows so far. It's definitely getting into the plot a lot quicker than Heir of Fire did, or it seems to be. And yeah, enjoying her. We'll be carrying her on this week. I think there's a good chance I finish Throne of Glass at the start of next month. Because I'm flying through these books and I'm finding that I'm wanting to pick up my books a lot more. Although I do need to find an easy way to do the tandem. I need to message Ellie Oasis to find out how she did it. Because I want to read both Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn together. But that's going to make it like a 1.3k book. Tower of Dawn's length. 688 plus 700. So 1.3k. Might take me a little bit of time. Yes, I did, Rajan, but I think Ellie has like a combi document thing to read them together, so you don't have to pick up and put down. I definitely won't be physically reading the tandem. I'll be Kindle reading them, if anything, just because I can't. I know that I'll read past where I'm supposed to read in the tandem if I don't do it on Kindle. And also, I don't want to carry two big chunky books around with me. Oh, Adele, 100%. They're really long books, but they're really good books. Kind of mad that my headache has gone now because it's too dark to read now. Do you not have a little lamp, Chloe? You should get yourself a little reading lamp. If I'm going to like work and stuff, I don't want to carry my laptop and like two big books. I'm just a girl and I don't have a lot of arm strength, okay? Druja, I completely get that. To be fair, the first 3 books are relatively short for fantasy. The first 3 books are like 400 to 500 pages. So they're not too bad. But I think this is the biggest I would read. And only if I'm reading one. I don't want to take 2 books this size. Physical books. I have my TV on for light, but I'm scared it'll bring my headache back. We'll just try and get up early tomorrow and have a read in the day. Slay. I am going to call it there for stream. Just I feel like I'm losing my concentration a little bit. And I also need to go take my laundry out and put some more laundry in. Such fun Sunday night activities. But yeah, there won't be any stream tomorrow just because I want to get caught up on some stuff. Like I need to post the YouTube videos for today and yesterday's reading streams. I need to get some house stuff done. And I'm just going to need like an evening to do it. So I'm not going to stream tomorrow, but I will stream, I think, main channel Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Let me check my calendar before I say this. I don't think... Yeah, there's no day I can't do next week. So it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Friday mainstream. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. No, sorry, Wednesday reading stream. Saturday, Sunday, both streams. And we'll be starting a bit earlier next weekend. We'll do like the 10 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. reading and then into mainstream. But yeah, normal schedule this week. I'm just taking Monday off to get some life stuff done. But yes, plenty of reading streams, plenty of main streams. I'm going to go find a co-working stream to send you guys to. Just in case any of you guys do want to carry on reading. Co-working and studying. No, they're not there. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Oh my god, this is the most gorgeous background ever. Oh, no music. There we go. I'm going to send you guys over to another co-working stream, so if any of you guys want to carry on working or reading or being productive, you guys have a space that you can do so. They are doing 50 minutes on, 10 minutes off. So if anyone wants to get involved, please do and go show some love. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a lovely rest of your weekend and have a lovely Monday. And I'll see you guys over on the main channel then. If you want to see any of the sessions we've done this weekend or repeat do them, they will be up on YouTube in the next couple of days. I will ping in the bookworm section of the Discord when they're live. But yes, they will all be going up on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for hanging out and go send some love. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye.